G'day guys and girls, well here we are, we're putting the engine in the cruiser. Had a bit of fun, just getting in. She's just sitting there at the moment, still held up by the hoist. But Graham and Brock are down here putting in the gearbox mount at the moment to see where it's gonna sit.
Ow, you pinching little...
Don't
Hi,
swear.
how are you? That really hurt.
Looks quite good sitting in there. How's it going under here, kiddo?
Yeah. What a bloody nightmare. Whoever said put a 2H in a 45.
Yeah, smart idea.
Easy, they said. No worries, they said.
But it looks good. Ow! Hit my head again. But we're getting there with it and we'll see how it goes.
Righto, so we've got this engine finally sitting in here. Bit of a struggle, but oh, it's in there. This hoist makes things a bloody hell of a lot easier. Nice and a bit more precision just dropping it in there without ripping too much stuff off of it. We had to modify a bracket and well, not modify it, but we had to put one in, ouch, down in here. So it's of a HJ47. Had to throw him in. He's all bolted up to the chassis now on both sides. Now just run all our tail shaft through to the front and back. It's been okay, but all the other little bits and pieces that go on here, I'll put a new hose on that bit. Diff breathers, run a fuel line through him, put the handbrake back in. Oh shit, there's heaps to do yet. But yeah, it's come along alright, and went in a bit easier than I thought it would. I thought we were going to have a heap of trouble, but just a little bit of trouble with him, but not too bad, you know, considering. Yeah, it's just got to put all these starter motor in. We've got to wait for these extractors to turn up and see if we can bolt them on and get them on to the overall and start putting all the other stuff back together and fire this thing up. So won't be too far away, a couple of weeks yet, but you know, work away, so it takes that bit of time doing it. But no, thanks for everyone for subscribing. Bloody legends. We cracked 1,000 the other day, 1,000 subscribers, so thanks very much for everyone for doing that, bloody legends, and welcome to the family, you know. It's awesome and humbling at the same time, you know. It's a great buzz, isn't it, mister, to have so many people watching what we do and the kids, projects we build, and a bit more fishing and camping to come, and yeah, a lot more Mahindra stuff to come too, hopefully tomorrow. That'll be Sunday. Going out to my brother's and going along some old timber tracks, and he'll be putting roads in with a bulldozer so we can get through there with a Mahindra, so we'll give that a go. It's been absolutely pouring rain here for the last day or so. We've had a cyclone come through, and so it'll be fun, but we'll go through and have a look and see what we can bring you. So cheers, thank you. Don't you love it? We're putting all the cars back in the shed and everything else. Go to put the buggy in, and I seem to have got myself a co-driver. Hey Manta, you're gonna have to hop out of there, puppy dog. I can't operate the pedals with you on the bloody floor. Come on, let's go. Come on. And go, Manta. And you're not going to move. I'm going to have to pick the dog up. Grab that. Come on, Manta dog. Come on. Come on. Up. Out. Come on. I'll be over onto that side. Dozer, what are you doing? Shove over, girl. Come on.
Dozer, get out.
Jesus Christ, dog. Right. Move your bum. Come on. You right down there, Manta dog? You hanging on, girl? Jesus. Nearly went ploughing into the boat because the dog stood on the throttle.
Come on. Go on.
Silly dog.
No, don't lay down.
Anyway, cheers. Just got the extractors in. We had to do a little bit of modification on these N2 bolt holes. The holes weren't quite big enough for the bolts to go over, but just stick a drill through them. They all went on. Doesn't line up, like I didn't think it would, with the other exhaust that was made for him, so he'll just sit like that until we get him in and the exhaust shop, and he'll modify it and butt him up to that original system under there. But so the strags are on him. Now to bolt him down and try and put our custom airbox in here. Not quite sure exactly how it's going to fit, but it'll fit. So today we're putting the snorkel back on and doing a little custom airbox for him to go into there. We're going to utilise, or we have utilised, the standard airbox off of the little BJ70 shorty, and just put an end on him and just a leg on him. Had to move that bracket over there, weld him on, and he will sit back in there really well. So that way we can use the original Toyota air cleaner element and plumb it straight into the big ass snorkel. So looking good so far. Cheers. We got our snorkel all on, airbox all fitted up, plumbed up. So he just necks down from 4 inches down to his standard, I think that's 70mm, 75mm for the old BJ70 airbox in him, and run straight across into the top. So that looks pretty neat little installation, and the good thing is it runs the normal Toyota air cleaner in it, instead of, we had this little one on him, this little bloody, so you can see that, it's like a little carbon fibre one we had from Autobarn. They just run a little pod filter in them. Wouldn't have been any good on this thing, brand new motor, and it's going to drag a lot more air in it, so get rid of the little one and put something decent in it, but that there looks good. G'day guys and girls, welcome back. We've got the old 2H plumbed into the 45 series here. We've bled everything, all his fuel lines on, everything's on. Starter motor's hooked up, everything's going. Got his new airbox in. That's out of the BJ70 Cruiser, the little shorty. It's actually a bigger airbox than the standard one that comes out of the HJ45s for the 6-cylinder. The 4-cylinder one is actually a bigger airbox by heaps. Runs the same element as the normal Cruiser ones, but yeah, it's just more air, more capacity. Got his snorkel plugged on, plumbed in. We should be right to go. He's all bled. New CAV filter on him. Righto, Brocky, kicking him in the gut, and we'll see if he idles all right. The old girl's working good, and got a oil pressure up to him, everything else, all the gauges are working, everything's working on him, so what a great little mission. Excellent, just let him run for a little bit, Rocky, see how he goes, and see if those temp gauge works. Oil pressure working. Bolts are a little bit low, might have to have a look at that alternator, but everything's working, cool. Now for the rest of it to go back on, lovely. Righto, so we've got all the bull bar side rails back on him, Motor's running fine now, everything's all plumbed into him, hooked up and running, and got everything onto it. So just got to throw his bonnet back on, but I just want to leave that off for the last thing, just to be doubly sure. Got to put all of his interior back in now, throw the seats back in. We've run one of these copper lines for his oil gauge now instead of the little plastic one, and make sure we got good oil pressure. But yeah, we'll throw all this floor back in. Gearbox is hopefully in the right position. Can't go anywhere else, but yeah, we'll chuckle this back in and we'll get him back going. He's all back together, front end's on, all in, interior's all put back together. Righto Brocky, let's get this thing out of the shed. We're backing down, we'll take him for a couple of laps around the front yard, nice and steady. Now it is running straight out of the extractors as of yet. We've got it booked in a fortnight to get the exhaust actually butted up to the stack. So he's just out of the extractors for now. Just a couple of laps around the front yard, mate, nice and steady. Keep an eye on that oil pressure. Start driving before you turn, mate. It's easier in a Landcruiser. The mighty Grimlock lives again. Dozer Dog, come here mate, you can't go with him. Come on. What do you reckon? Yeah. Oh, you're biting me. Why are you biting? Oh, you're really, you're an idiot. Down mate, down. What a beast. I love that cruiser. Can't wait to get that stack plumbed up now. Well, there you go. Another little mission accomplished. Not doing any more projects for a while. We're just going to go fishing, camping, do a little bit of four-wheel drive and stuff like that. No more projects to do as of yet. That was our last one for a fair while, hopefully. So yeah, now to go and enjoy these things that we've built and have some fun. Cheers.